How are you doing, beautiful souls? Hope you're all doing wonderful in the soul, even with not much freedom in this present moment. Just try your best to float in this moment, to be happy and contented like me. My new style tonight. Don't forget our tagline. Always be happy, joyful, and contented. Thank you for visiting my channel again, and please do not forget to drop your likes, shares, and hit the subscribe button for those who are new to this channel. Just for relaxation, I'm going to create a motivational video, yet funny, to guide you to be a wonderful person like me. I'm so happy tonight. Look at me, so sexy, right? Who said no? Get out! I don't need you here. I'm so happy tonight, so I'm going to sing a song for you. The song by Bee Gees, very famous. This is oldies, but because I'm so happy, I try my best to sing any song I can. Let's relax first. I know in your eyes in the morning sun, I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I want you to feel in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze. Keep me warm in your love, can't you softly lift? And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really I'm so happy tonight. Look at me. I'm so sexy, right? Woo! Don't you say so? You're abnormal. Let's start again. As I ever told you that a good cry is a sign of coming to life. For sure, not a crocodile cry. When a crocodile see me, woo, it want to gallop me. When you are born, you are crying, and your parents, the nurse, and those around who are present are laughing rainbow because they see the colors of your future, like me too. Instead, your cry is an indication that you regret coming to this planet Earth to start your battleship, the battle called life lesson. Agree or not? So you think this planet Earth offer you happiness only? You have to struggle, to compete, to pass, and to undergo the endurance of life struggle. It is start the moment you are born. So the life journey is not a smooth journey of heaven, except for those who have their credit saving of their past incarnation. That's why you have to reap a good karma. That is why you need to raise your consciousness, which means living a true authentic self. Be your true self. Be true to yourself and true to the divine within, not a life full of masquerade and then masking. You have to take your mask off. In contrary, when you die, you will be happy because you are in peace. And those who are alive, those who are still alive, will be crying over your death. This is because they feel sad losing you. This is called irony of life and death. For those who have strong faith in God, death is just a transfer of realm from this planet Earth to astral, and your soul keep living in peace because your soul is still traveling in the astral. For the religious ones, they believe that death is returning back home to God, living in paradise and in peace with the Creator. How many of you get prepared for returning home? Answer me honestly. I'm sure most of you just are interested in this life pleasure, entertainment, and all the glitters life offers. No one ever thinks about losing your life at any given time, since your idea of death arrives when you are already old enough. You are old and bonker. What a notion is this? How many is unprepared when death catch up you like a thief at the night when you are still sleeping and at your prime time. I repeat again, where you are still sleeping at your prime time because you are unprepared. You think that is when you are already old. This is nonsense, a big nonsense. Who teach you this? While you still granted bread today, embrace love and get rid of all the vampire energy. Come forward, see me, look at my eyes. Who wants to be sucked by the vampire? I will call a vampire to suck your blood out. Being in a vampire energy brings you nowhere in this life and for your soul's journey after death. Your soul will get stuck when you return home. How many of you realize that your dead kins who are traveling in the astral are getting stuck? And they are whispering and even shouting to you to change for better self. But because you are not psychic or intuitive, you are not able to hear their calling. Maybe those who are getting stuck in the astral or the real, staying in the lower realm, they are crying and then shouting to you to change, but because of your ignorance and stubbornness, you stay stuck in this glitter of life. Some are trying their best to change, but they are doing it like elephant bathing. Have you ever seen elephant go to bath? Of course, they won't get nude like humans. Stand up. Who goes to bed full clothes? I will register you in the Guinness Book of Records. This is sarcasm way of describing your transformation in comparison to elephant bathing. Have you ever seen elephants when they take bath? They go to the river bank, drown into the water, swim, cool off, flourish, and splash in and out in the water. Then they go out, splash, toast themselves with luscious mud and dirt again. This is a foolish way of doing bathing. So, if you are doing your transformation process and you do like elephant bathing, this is useless. If you do keep tossing yourself after soul purging, then you sink into the zero zone again and again. Up and down, up and down, up and down. You take a step forward and then backward again. Step forward and then 10 steps backwards again. Go to the bottom of the empty well. So nothing changes until your ticket is presented at hand. Don't you realize that our ticket is already presented, only waiting for your turn to get it? So do not just drown yourself into the glitter of life, the pleasure and treasure of life. You think life is only that. Such a pity. Look at me, I'm so sexy, right? I'm teaching you a life lesson, very important lesson. So listen carefully. If you do not want to get lost in the astral, or the angel of death will kick you down to the lowest level, the bottom of the hell. There's a touching story of 90 years old man who just passed away some time ago. This is a real story because I know the old man. Before he passed away, he has request for confession to love of his life, whom he has separated from him years back. So I took the initiation to connect him to the woman of his love who has got married, but not long ago, after her marriage, she lost her hubby to death. Long time ago. So she was single and living in the same town. The love story is complicated one because this old dying man love towards this woman runs deep, like ocean deep, but they have been separated due to they were not vibrating in the same frequency. This man knew at first glance that he had found the love of his life and recognized at first glance that they had been couple in the past life. Can you imagine? He is highly intuitive but very proud and egotistical. This man knew that he had found the one of his love life. Their connection had been up and down, and he wanted his freedom and didn't want to commit to this old woman. He chose his freedom and wanted his cake and eat it too. So do not be greedy. You want your cake and eat it too, plus bonus ice cream, chocolate, mango, strawberry in the mix. After years of battleship in the love ship, they went on their separate ways. The issue is that the old man had many options, while in fact his option was just breadcrumbs. Easier for him to choose the crumbs than to level up, align and harmonize to the energy of the high priest and priestess energy. He did it out of fear of being alone or dealing with changes in his lifestyle and total transformation of emotional, mental and spiritual being. He couldn't stand up to face his divine partner, who acted as a trigger to bring out his old wounds and inner trauma to be resolved and transgressed and transcend into a higher dimension. He's a coward. And then he fears transformation. He was afraid to evolve to the highest expression of himself and be the hero of his own journey. He was afraid to embrace the changes, and he was at ease with his mundane and leisure life surrounded by breadcrumb suitors who had nothing to offer and made him a better person. He forgot that crumbs just only crumbs and can never ever bake the cake of love. I repeat again. Crumbs, just only crumbs, and can never ever bake the cake of love. Such a sad story. I want to cry listening to this story, but I love because of the crumbs cannot bake a cake because I like eating cake. And also the old man like having his cake and eat it too. Plus bonus ice cream, mango ice cream, strawberry ice cream, chocolate ice cream. Swear, I cried tears when he had to confess to this woman that he could pass away at peace after letting her know his true feeling. He regretted the confession comes 6 decades too late, but at last he could live with peace. Tears in my eyes. I'm sorry for him. Sorry, old man. May you rest in peace and can have a smooth journey in the Astra. I pray for you. He did mention that he was unsure how his journey would be after living his whole lifetime rejecting his calling. In case he could listen to the divine calling and not choose to part way with the love of his life, he must have done his life mission completely without regret. He abandoned the journey with his higher love as above so below, as well as within so without, which is the true state of unity consciousness. He regretted to walk away from the journey of union with his divine self. He missed the ascension path and process that he and his lady love was guiding him through. Carl Jung once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you call it fate. Don't you realize that most human beings walk through life with deeply spaced vibrational gank and sludge, or aka unresolved trauma from their previous incarnation? Whether it is their own wrongdoing to others or wrongdoing to themselves because they deny their own calling, like this old man. I'm sorry for him. So you have to imagine that if you become the old man and then just because you choose your pleasure rather than your own calling, you will suffer until death arrives. He has to confess his feeling to the lady of his love 6 decades later. Too late to confess. But after confession, he died with closed eyes peacefully, and the lady of his life cried with the loss of his flame, because they are actually fated to be together. But because of the pride and ego, the old man went on his separate ways, finding his glitter of life, the crumbs, that it is easy for him to face the crumbs rather than transcending or transforming. Because you know why? When transforming, it is a hard journey. It is ups and downs like a roller coaster, not an easy journey to heaven. Because you have to face your own shadow side. You have to pass through the dark night of the soul. Because all your trauma, your inner child been brought out. Then you have to face it, to resolve it. It is not an easy journey. It is a hard task to be done. That is why he ran away from that mission. Actually, if he passed through that task, he will join force with his lady love. They can carry a great mission for the humanity. Because the old lady has already passed her path, and then he's now doing great humanity work, helping the poor and the needy, giving guidelines for the young children, the orphans, teaching them a good lesson of life. But the old man died in vain because he didn't do anything while he was given chance living in this planet Earth. He only went for fun, went for adventure, finding pleasure, which according to him is a treasure of life, but it is just a short life. And then he died with deep regret, not knowing where his soul will go. His soul will go after this life. That is why be careful. Choose mindfully that you have to follow your own higher intuition. Leave all behind those or situation or people that do not serve your highest good and greatest purpose. You have to raise your consciousness to be your true authentic self. And then, thank you for listening to my video, and please do not forget to come back again and again next time, because I'm going to create more motivational and funny video for you. See you! Bye-bye! Sending you lots of love and light. Lily! happy tonight. Look at me. I'm so sexy, right? Ooh. Even though I'm sexy, but I'm not sexual. I'm teaching you a wonderful, wonderful lesson of life. Always remember that. Our mission here is to help others to raise their consciousness, to be in a higher state of mind, heart, and body. Bye-bye. Love and light from Lily.